Alright. How you doing, you guys? So, I'm going to call this little segment, we're back on with another real gamer talk. So, what we're going to be talking about in this series is what do you gamers prefer, or pretty much out of my favorites, which one do you prefer between 2D fighters and 3D fighters? Which one do you guys prefer? That's the big real gamer talk for today. Um, so I'm trying to just get into some fightings. Trying to do some fighting matches on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I ain't getting anything right now, but so that's the big discussion for today. My personal preference, of course I play 3D fighters, 2D fighters, and freaking like stuff like, well, Mortal Kombat I guess can be considered a 2D fighter as well. I pretty much play all fight. Oh, and arena fighters like Smash Bros. Even though I don't try to get too good at Smash, even though I love Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Is a hell of fun game to play. That's not my go-to fighting game. But as far as like fighting games in general, yeah, I love freaking to play um all those type of games. Now, which one do I prefer? Um, Now that's okay. I'll say this: my number one favorite 2D fighter is Guilty Gear. That's my number one favorite 2D fighter, next to Marvel vs. Capcom. But Guilty Gear wins all above all else as far as fighting games go. I already challenged someone. Why ain't nobody? Uh, as far as fighting games go. But yes, that is definitely my number one fighter for fighting games is Marvel is as far as 2D fighters go. Now for I say now for 3D fighters, that's an easy one. Shoot, that's Tekken. Tekken is my number one 3D fighter. Oh, sit idle. Oh wait, join. I don't want to spectate. Is that me? Oh, it says hi. I'm trying to get a match in Marvel vs. Capcom so I can give us something to watch while we discuss this discussion. I don't want to join and spectate. Saw this. Let's see. Challenge him. Already challenging someone. Already challenging someone. I actually want to see how the little online for this went. Let's try to do something else. Let's try to do this. But yeah. Well, we can also try to play some Guilty Gear online too. But I really want to play Capcom. Like Marvel vs. Capcom. But yeah, you guys. I mean, shoot. As far as like fighting games go, yes, it's those two. Those two favorite. Those are my two favorite fighters. Now, a lot of people will argue, saying that hey, 3D fighters are more technical than these type of fighters or whatever. And but the 3D fighters are more technical than 2D fighters. Me, it doesn't really matter to me. Both of them are down. That both of them are good to me when it comes to fighting games. It doesn't even matter to me. But other than that, yeah, nah, I can play, I can play 2D, 3D, and they're both freaking, they're both freaking technical fighters. That's just how it goes. That's definitely just how it goes. Well, it looks like we got a match in. I'll make this full screen. Alright, here we go. Full screen, man. And then that's just how it goes, man. And like, I don't know why people try to compare the two and make them like one is better than the other or anything like that. I mean, of course, it depends now. Now, if you want to get real technical with it, it depends on the fighter. It really depends on the fighter. To be honest with you. Oh, let's see how this runs. This guy was probably gonna kick my butt. Ooh, I won't last. We can do it. So yeah, it really depends on the fighter. Like say if I play Street or Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom can be technical in its own right. Oh, I'm fighting the Juggernaut. Ow! It's kind of laggy. And you playing all bit by it. Ow, 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 ow! How do I switch characters again on this shit? I'll get my butt whooped. Wow. I hate Trombone. He's too good. But yeah, it all depends on like. Oh, why is it? Oh, I forgot to go on to the match, y'all. I'm sorry. But so as far as like, like what I was going, I was too busy fighting. I went and lost off my track of thought. So going back to other, as far as like which fighting game we're playing per se. So say you're playing what you call it? If you're playing, you comparing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which it's not like I said, it's not very technical. Well, I'll take that back. It's really based on assists. Really, it's based on how well you get a hit off and if you get combos in. And the longer your combo and the well you get at execution, I say execution wise, because you can learn how to do a combo all day and get your ass whooped in that game. So yeah, that's how I base that off of, man, because like Marvel vs. Capcom got some crazy shit in it. Crazy shit. Man, you know what? I think we're gonna go to do some Street Fighter Third Strike. Since we're gonna be talking about 2D fighters. And and since Marvel vs. Capcom is tripping, I wanted to play it on my my other thing, but it wasn't coming up too well. And so you got Marvel vs. Capcom 2. You got Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Now it also depends on game by game basis too. But even when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out, that game was abnormally cheap. Like the characters, depending on everybody, I'd say vanilla Marvel wasn't as bad, but Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 2, oh my goodness, when they added freaking when they gave all these OTGs and shit in that game, and man, that game got ridiculous. And what I mean by ridiculous, I mean fucking ridiculous. And yeah, there you go. I want to use my controller. All right, we're gonna do online on some Street Fighter. On some Street Fighter. Oh wait, hold on, back up. Options. Let's do this full screen. Actually, let's do full. Can I do full screen window mode? We'll just do window mode. easier for us to do it like that. Plus, we'll get better, what you call it. Alright, there we go. Alright, so, yeah. I wish I can train on here when doing this. Ooh, it'd be fun to play third strike. I don't want to do third strike. Let's do alpha. Let's do alpha. That'd be fun. So yeah. And so like with Street Fighter, or what are we talking about Marvel? Losing my train of thought when I'm trying to sit in here and trying to find matches too. So like I said for Marvel, yeah, we was talking about Marvel. So well, you going for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and then you Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and how those games change so dramatically and how broken they can be sometimes. Man, dude, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was a broken ass game, man. You had people coming up with ridiculous shit in that game. It was like, man, it was horrible. It was horrible. They had so many infinite combos, and what was the thing where you break out of a combo and you get them into like a state where you can do it infinite with Doom and shit like that. That shit was nasty, man, nasty. But like those games there, and plus you could consider those as 2D team fighting games too, man, because that can also be put into a category of its own, kind of like how Dragon Ball FighterZ is. All right, so now you go. So 2D fighting games have a certain different technical background for them, depending on what you're playing. Like say, let's go Third Strike, and well, let's go back from like the older Street Fighters and up. Or just the regular 2D, one-on-one fights. And so, those games always have their own technicality to them. Like, Third Strike had the parry system, which was fucking awesome. Like, the parry system, even I'm not even that good at parrying, but the parry system was a cool thing to watch. Like, it was hella fun to watch people do that shit. And so, that was a cool thing. I guess we just gonna do some casual matches, man. That was just a cool thing to watch. And another cool thing, when you can see the difference between Street Fighters as it gets, goes further on and it gets better. Cause you had the Alpha series, and then you went to Third Strike and all that shit, and how they pretty much got better as time went on. But now let's talk about freaking 3D fighters. Now, fun thing about 3D fighters is that those games were like when you first started playing those games, they were not fun. It's like I can't even fake. Those games were not fun at all. Okay, y'all, we ain't getting no matches, so we just gonna do some arcade. Oh wait, we got online arcade. There we go. We can do that. So you got those games, man. Those 2D fighters were not fun to play. They was just like horrible. Like my first 3D fighter. So I say this, the time I got into fighting games, like when I first started, my first 3D fighter, actually my first 2D fighter was actually Mortal Kombat. I take that. So that was my first actual 2D fighter. That was my first fighting game. So we could go all the way back to like, if we talking about fighters, we gonna go back to like, to Mortal Kombat and shit. I gotta play a guy. That's my boy. That's my boy right there, man. If you want to talk about fighters, man, shoot, Street Fighter, man, Mortal Kombat, that game was hella fun. It had the like ultra realistic graphics and shit. But stop cheating, Blanca. What the hell? Blanca is cheating his ass off. Is that heavy punch or? I thought so. What the fuck? Sit. sworn God had that combo in this game. But like back then, man, Mortal Kombat, like when it first came out, that game was the shit. It was unmatchable. And then you had Killer Instinct and shit like that too. What the hell, man? Blanka is a cheap asshole. How you do combos in this game? Shit, I don't know how to do another guy's combos in this shit. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I don't think they had EXs in this shit. I have no clue how to do the combos in this game. Bitch ass Blanka. And then so yeah, so we was talking on Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was a 2D fighter all on its own. Like it was on its own caliber. You had like that's when people started separating like 2D fighters into like you had NRS games and American fighters and shit like that. But oh my goodness, Blanka, you're an asshole. Damn, what kind of difficulty is this on? Anyway. And so, don't quit. I'm gonna learn some of the guy combos. I don't remember any of them. Alright, so back to 3D fighters though. So, like, the first 3D fighter I played was definitely, probably Tekken 2. Tekken 2 was my first 3D fighter. I had a lot of fun with that game. That game was dope, man. Like, I never played, like, actually played Tekken, like, 1 until recently when I think I did a video on it or some shit, but Tekken, how the fuck? I'm really trying to figure out how to do combos in here. Blanka's an asshole in this game. How you do combos on this game? Man, nobody can answer me, I'm tripping. I do not know how the combo system works on here. Shit. This game, I don't remember this game being this hard, bro. I'm about to get on here and get Ryu on his ass. I'm trying to play a guy like, shit, man, Blanka's annoying. And I ain't got no match yet. Man, I'm gonna choose Ryu on his ass. But yeah, so like for when Tekken 2 came out, Tekken 2 was the shit. They had a demo for it on like one of those little PlayStation discs back in the day that I used to try, and it wasn't all that great. When I like it was, like it was fun, and because I never. Oh, that's another thing. I never played Virtual Fighter. I never played Virtual Fighter when it came out back in the day. People was hyping about that game, man. When it first came out, Virtual Fighter was the shit. And it was one of the most technical fighting games like out during that time. Was definitely man, this computer is I don't know why I'm playing Chun. I do put the kosher on here. Come on, get off me, get off me. We should have just played, what you call it? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Who died? Damn. Alright, so Um, so on to like other fighters that we on 3D fighters now. So Tekken 2, but now after Virtual Fighters, Tekken 2, like Tekken was like the fighter that nobody would like play over Virtual Fighter at first. Virtual Fighter was the 3D fighter, but then came, y'all know it came, fucking Tekken 3. That game was the shit. I forgot she didn't have the bird kick on here. She had the up kicks. Yeah, Tekken 3 came out. Man, Tekken 3. Oh my god. Fucking like that game had good music, good everything. Alright, I ain't playing this no more. I'm going third straight. I exit out of this. There you go. Here go special moves here. With the toe shuriken. I want to go back to learn how to play this game though. Yeah, when Tekken 3 came out, man. Oh man, that game was so that game was the joint, man. That game was the joint. And Tekken 3 was that was the game, man. Tekken 3 was that game. Alright, so now we doing this. That was that game. I enjoyed it thoroughly when Tekken 3 came out. Tekken 4 was like Tekken 4 had good music. A lot of people consider that as their favorite game, and not me though. Tekken 4 was like okay, but that was, I don't like it. Now this game here, man. This game here was nothing to fuck with. What super I got? Okay, I thought so. I should have got the super where he go into his little multi-hit form thing. But yeah, this game let me get off. I'm not getting off subject though. Let me go back to 3D fighters. Oh shit! Oh shit! Neat. Okay. So back to the 2D fighters or 3D fighters. So 3D fighters. One of my favorite 3D fighters that came out. Now a lot of people didn't like Tekken 5 for some reason. I don't know why people didn't like Tekken 5. Then also, Virtual Fighter made a comeback in reigns during this time too, because they had Virtual Fighter 4 Evolution. Man, that game was so damn technical. Man, that was one of the most technical 3D fighters that I have ever freaking played. I was really astounded how technical that game was, especially when I played like a hard character such as fucking Akira. Akira was hella hard to play. Hella hard. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Why is this character so hard to play? I really had I had a good time with the game though, and the game was a lot clunkier too than Tekken was. So that was another reason why I ain't gonna even lie, like I love Virtual Fighter, but I would definitely prefer Tekken over Virtual Fighter any day, regardless of how good that game was. Ugh. Oh shit. Ugh. Oh, they ain't gonna reach her. Yeah, that Virtual Fighter was such a legit game, man. That I wish it comes back, but like I said, I would prefer to play Tekken over it because of the speed of the game. Because Virtual Fighter is a clunky game. It's clunky. It's really based on how well you punish people. And I'm not a patient fighter. I'm a rush down. I'm a rush down cat. I am a rush down cat, man. It is me for all the way. Oh. Stop cheating. Oh. Oh, oh! I am a rush down cat, so that was how I chose like Tekken over that game. But of course, the thing with 2D fighters, when 2D fighters, you on that 2D plane. So let's go to a more like, and then so let's go to one of my most favorite 2D fighters out there, man. I don't have too many 3D fighters on here. And then another fighting game, another 3D fighting game that came out that was really fucking legit was Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive 2? Man, that game was underrated, man. Like, Dead or Alive, because I never played Dead or Alive 1. Well, I'll take that back. I played Dead or Alive 1 when it came out in that Dead or Alive Ultimate Edition on Xbox. Like, that game, Dead or Alive was freaking legit. That was a freaking legit game. I enjoyed it very much. But, oh wait, hold on. What is that? Oh, okay, that's what you call it. But, and I enjoyed it very much, but it wasn't a game that I'll be like, jump over my heels to try to play it because, I mean,
Guilty Gear Exhaust.
I mean, like,
Rev 2.
Not the first one at least. And the thing about Dead or Alive was very freaking counter heavy, man. That game was so freaking counter heavy. It was ridiculous. So that was one thing. So, But yeah, that was the thing about Dead or Alive that I just didn't like. I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, Dead or Alive got the counters and stuff like that. It wasn't a game I was gonna take like, I had fun playing it, but I was never gonna be like super good in it. Why is this on first? Dead or Alive, like, it wasn't a game I was just like take super serious. Guilty Gear has just been like, oh, I don't want to work. Let's try to restart it. That'll be definitely a fun game to play. We don't get any other game to work. Shoot, we just gonna play Tekken. Play Tekken online for a little bit. Cause we gotta go to a 3D. We gotta do a 3D game anyway. So why not it be Tekken? Why not it be Tekken? But cause I was just showcasing a couple of my favorite fighting games to compare the two. Why? Now, let's be real. 2D fighters, they control the actual gaming market.
Guilty Gear Exhaust.
If you really think about it. Because as far, and they're coming up even more now, and especially like the main 2D fighters you got Dragon Ball FighterZ, you got Guilty Gear, which is not, I mean, like, Guilty Gear is coming up, but still. What else you got? You got
Online.
You got okay, yeah, go ahead.
Online. Online.
Oh, my bad.
Who dares?
What? I forgot I had I never played that game online yet. Not at least the PC version. I guess you said, oh, okay. Let's do some rank matches. Let's go opponent. Wow, dude. We train. Player matches with friends. You can battle a Fete. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it goes. Alright, there it goes. Yeah, alright, so we good now. Alright, But, yeah, what were we talking about? They're alive in their combos, in their combo system, and how all that shit worked out, and how fun, and like, They're Alive 3, man. They're Alive 3 was I think They're Alive 3 is fun. It's fun. Oh shit. I had a lot of fun with They're Alive, man. They're Alive was my shit. What they Oh, here it is. This one. Oh, this one. Yeah, man. I love DOS. Two fighters, and then now, so when they and then this is when shit started getting real interesting when Street Fighter 4 came out. Because when Street Fighter 4 came out, they had did a whole new art style, man. Like fighting games started. Because I say when Guilty Gear came out, when Guilty Gear was it X2? I think it was X2. Yeah, when Guilty Gear X2 came out, that game, it was a different type of game on its own.
Are you ready for the challenge?
Very fucking unique, man. It was a very fucking unique game. So, it was just a very unique game. Like, everything was everything and fucking like you saw me recently play and I still need to go back and do this game for like History of Guilty Gear. Like when you guys watch me play Guilty Gear 1, I think it was when I did the History of Guilty Gear, the game was like, man, you could do all kinds of things. That's also a good point too. Like, so for Arc Systems, like, it's so many different types of 2D games. There's so many different types of. They just outweigh how many games there are compared to 3D fighters. It's just not compared to 2D fighters. It's just way more 3D fighters than there are 2D fighters. But yeah, like I said, my favorite 2D fighter. It is definitely Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear is definitely my 2D. I'll play every fucking Guilty Gear. They just know the difference. Yeah, most likely
Are you ready for the challenge?
Yeah. See what it is.
Here comes the Daredevil.
There's gonna be so much. And that's another thing. When they add
Versus
Get ready to They do that with so many fucking fighters, man. With them, because really now, especially during this pandemic, man, they need to
Heaven or
perfect
hell.
online play.
Let's rock.
I should have burst out of it. Hey, I dropped my combo, but I got it.
Do All or nothing. Counter.
Oh no! Drop combo. Combo is kind of like, oh shit, still hit us? I ain't never seen that shit before. I ain't never seen Kyle do that shit like that. Oh, good thing. Oh no! First line match winning, yay! We do one more, and then we'll go to Tekken and talk about
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Hiya! There we go. Combo. He's got booty, but so that's where we go to
Keep on rocking.
like new generation of fighters, man. I know developers are really focused on trying to get a lot of gamers into a lot of new gamers into fighting. That's not the combo I wanted. I wanted to dash up.
Three. Turn up the heat.
Wow, okay. But yeah, dude, I fucking love Guilty Gear. Alright, so let's go look at some 2D fighters.
Versus.
I did not want oh, okay, yeah.
Get ready to
So let's look at some 2D fighters now. Which we're gonna look at fucking Tekken. Marine Fighter. I'll say it's definitely one of my top fucking fighting games for sure. It's definitely up there with one of my top fighting games. So goodbye, Guilty Gear. Goodbye. All right, so now we're going into Tekken. Where are you? Where are you, Tekken? I don't see Tekken. Ooh, you know what, guys? You know what fighting game I forgot to mention? God, what the hell is Tekken? I forgot to mention, Soul Calibur. I totally forgot about fucking Soul Calibur, y'all. Like, that game, man. Soul Calibur was like, how do I put that? Soul Calibur, now, a lot of people like Soul Calibur too. Soul Calibur took over arcades, really. Soul Calibur, like, especially when Soul Calibur 1 came out and Soul Blade or some shit like that. That game took over. Oh, and then I forgot about other 3D fighters, kind of like, Rival Schools. Rival Schools was, I guess you could consider Rival Schools kind of a 3D, 2D hybrid, really. A really 3D, 2D hybrid fighting game. Kind of like, and then you also got like we was talking about arena fighters, man, like Super Smash Brothers or was that Power Stone. Power Stone was like cool, like a cool little arena fighter too. But yeah, I totally forgot about Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur was one of the first weapon-based 3D games, or was the first weapon-based 3D games. Whereas, as even with Soul Calibur, so you got your three flagship 3D games: Soul Calibur, Tekken, and Virtua Fighter. And I think that's about it, y'all. I think those are the sole. Those might be the sole 3D games. I can't think of anything else really, because 2D games just overflow. You got King of Fighters. You got King of Fighters. You got fucking Street Fighter. Street Fighter is the main one. Which Street Fighter 5 kind of questionable right now, man. Street Fighter 5 be pissing me off. But yeah, you got Street Fighter. You got Street Fighter. You got Guilty Gear, King of Fighters, and then you got Dragon Ball FighterZ. Then all those fucking Arc System Works games, like they Blaze Blue. When Blaze Blue had first came out, that game, like that game was good, man. I like Blaze Blue. I actually think I might like do a video on that game. I haven't played that game in ages. I haven't played. Has there even been one on PS4? I can't remember if one came out on PS4 or not. But like that game was the shit. Look how fast we got a match in Tekken. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. But it really is. It looking now 3D fighting games are definitely prettier. Well, that's questionable too. That's very questionable because you got stuff like Dragon Ball FighterZ. Arc System Works has perfected the anime graphics. They have perfected the anime graphics, y'all. I have to say so myself. It's like they have perfected that shit. That shit is yeah. That shit is downright perfect. I wish I could have like put like a side by side view of between like Guilty Gear. I'm gonna actually do that for like my thumbnail. But man, 3D fighters compared to 2D fighters. Like I'm gonna do a final thought right after this match, cause that'll be the end of this video. But like, oh, like he got a promotion match, nice. Oh, I gotta focus. So, like 3D fighters, man. Like Tekken right now is probably my #1 fighter. Oh wow, like I don't know where they came from. Ooh, in the face, in the face. Oh. Oh man, come on. No, I'm dead. Why is this super so long? That was another thing. Introduction of supers in the 3D fighters. That was definitely known for Tekken. Tekken known for this shit. I don't know why they added fucking supers. It was so annoying. I was like, dude, why y'all added Super Tekken? We didn't know we was perfectly fine with where we was. Oh shit! I should have did the Uh-oh. Ah, got me. Got me on my foot. See ya. Ooh. Oh, that was a good time to punish his ass. Man, what happened to my jump? He get me with that shit again, man. I say it's not gonna. Got the what's it called? No! Is they gonna kill me? Dang it, nice. But like I said, man, Street Fighter was the shit. And then, well, I guess we'll do one more. I'm gonna try to get at least one win on each light fighting game. It's kind of hard going like from a 2D fighter to a 3D fighter sometimes. Hey yeah. Hey yeah. Hey yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh. Yay! Yay! Lars for the win. Oh, good shit. Ow! Ow! Oh, I'm trying to get out of there. That's my fault. Oh, come on, I didn't want to jump. Oh, I could have. It's been a minute since I played some Tekken. I'll never forget it though. How he? Ah, that's gay. Oh, get him! Wow, really? I didn't know you could do that. That's sick. That's pretty sick. I didn't know you can do that, like a counterpunch, counter me. Oh, really? Oh, dead. The choke. The choke. Oh, come on, man. The choke. Hey man, like Dragunov was a tough character, like to try to figure out, like, cause either you'll go for like the low or the shoulder punch. Ah, come on, I just want one win. One win on a 3D fighter. I want a 2D win and a 3D win. That's all I want. And this guy's not letting me. How you get 2 promotion matches? I mean, 2 promotion chances. Was he the same rank as me, or I'm in rank of demotion? I have to win, guys. Come on, that freaking roll. Oh my goodness. Yay! Alright. Okay. We might be getting our first win. Oh, shit. He got up pretty fast. One of them's gonna get caught by that punch. Yay! Okay. Alright. Okay. We're there. We're almost there. What the fuck? The fuck? That was weird. Ah! The choke! Oh, that's so stupid. I got hit to the wall. Oh, that was close. Alright. How, like, what grab is that? So I can try to get out this shit. Okay, that's good shit. I was trying to make a comeback for myself. Alright, man. Come on, man. I'm killing myself, really, man. Killing myself while watching out for the same stuff. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, God, dude. Just one win. Alright, this is the last one here. And then I do. If I had just won that last one, then I would have been my final thought for the night. Yeah. He's just getting a whole bunch of high ranked ups on me. I think I fought this person before. Can't remember if I did or not. Alright.
Round one. Fight.
No, I didn't want to do that. You gotta be careful. Oh, dude, where is that leg coming from? I hate, man, like, that leg came out of nowhere. Oh, it just paused out of nowhere. I hated that, man. Oh my goodness. That was another thing. You had to utilize like ducking and shit in this game, which I had to get used to. What in the hell? Okay. Man, what the fuck was that? I did not want that, y'all. Alright. Okay. Got me on that, alright. Oh. Got me. Alright, so punch and then going into the bullshit. Alright. Into a trip. That would have been a good idea for what you call it. Where's it? See, you see how the lag comes in at like the opportune moments? Like, as soon as I was about to go into that combo, it's a good thing I was already at the wall. Come on, man. I gotta be careful. Ah, got me. Ah, that's killing me, dude. I'm killing myself. Like, oh, this is golly. I gotta trim some of this up. Just so I can end this video. Oh my goodness. Just lost this dude 4 times in a row. Alright, let's focus. Why am I jumping? Let's see. That would have been a perfect time to get punch his ass. Oh, goodness. There we go. Alright. Man, let's just focus, man. We just have not been focusing. Just have not been focusing at all. Looking for the what's called? Looking for the launcher? Alright. But you see how, like, the dynamic of a 2D fighter compared to a 3D fighter? 3D fighters, you gotta really just watch your toes, and well, whereas 2D fighters, you can go all ham out if you want to. That's why that's why I kind of prefer 2D fighters over 3D fighters, because I would say I'm better at them. I'm not gonna say I'm better at them, but I can get used. I'm used to 2D fighters more than I am 3D fighters. Like, I can get the mechanics down pretty easy on a 3D fighter. Like, all the thing is, like, with 3D fighters take a little bit more patience, because if you fight on a 3D plane, it's more about like what you can punish. All fighting games are about what you can punish and what stuff and whatnot. But as far as like for me myself, man, like as far as preparation, like which ones that I like compared to the order, I like 3D fighters for, like, it's really hard, like, for my preference, because, so I'll say this, I prefer 2D fighters. I like all fighters, but I prefer 2D fighters because of how my playstyle is. I'm pretty much a high risk and well, high reward, and whatever the word is. Well, I'm rush down. I play rush down in most fighting games, where 3D fighters, rush down is not always a fucking good idea. Actually, it's never a good idea to do a rush down character in a 3D fighting game. It's all 3D fighting games is all about doing the footsies and all that stuff. 2D fighters will be mostly about that too, but you're doing that on a 2D plane. So all the thing you really have to worry about is like the range of freaking moves of normals, and that's pretty much it. And if you can, and how good you are at blocking, and then blocking high and lows. 3D fighters, you got high mids and lows, whereas on 2D fighters, you really have to worry just about overheads and shit like that. It's just that that's where a lot of people tend to look at it. 2D fighters are definitely more flashy compared to 3D fighters. 3D fighters they have prettier graphics or a little bit more realistic depending on the game. Virtua Fighter being the highest realistic out of both Soul Calibur and Tekken. But it's just me. I prefer definitely 2D fighters. Love 3D fighters. My favorite fighting game actually is a 3D fighter, which is Tekken. There you see Tekken, it's just, it pisses me off sometimes, man. I'm like, man, God, most of the time you kill yourself in Tekken. Like I said, I play Rushdown. I'm not a patient fighter. You kill yourself most of the time. Whereas you see me in Guilty Gear, go ham, Oki, blast everywhere, combo, dead. It's just like, man, you feel so cool after doing some of the cool combos in 2D fighters like Marvel and Guilty Gear and stuff like that. Give you more sense of power. That's why I guess a lot of people do prefer 2D fighters over 3D fighters. That's why they're the mainstay. But 3D fighters are still some of my favorites as well, because I love all of them. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. What is your preference as for fighting games? Do you like 2D fighters or you prefer 3D fighters? Let me know in the comments, and hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, follow, comment, like. Let's do this. Peace, you guys.